everybody on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, back at you with all of my COD games. The show where we take a look at whatever deck we want to look at. And we have such a good time dueling it up on good old EDoPro. Today we're taking a look at the new Suship Archetype, which is a bunch of sushi monsters, the sushi rolls that turn into sushi boats. It's a beautiful thing. I just love the concept, you know. Too many dragons and robots in this game. Let's get more sushi. It's a thing. So we got ourselves a nice little deck here, a little bit of lockdown, a little bit of this and that, a little bit of not quite lockdown, but you know what I mean. We're trying to stun our opponent just enough to be able to deliver our shots with our cannons and all that good stuff. And so we're gonna take this into EDoPro and we're gonna show it off. And let's go ahead and give the deck list out, and then we'll move on into the dueling. For our main deck today, we're running 3 of the Rice Suship, 3 of the Urchin Suship, 3 copies of Skullmeister, 3 copies of Performage Hat Tricker, 3 copies of Rescue Rabbit, 3 copies of Rose Suship, 3 copies of Icefish Suship. That's still a tongue twister. We got 3 copies of Unexpected Die, 3 copies of Painful Decision, 2 copies Magic Planter, 1 Terraforming, 1 Monster Born, 2 copies of Suship Galley Kaizen, 2 copies of Suship Roll Special, 2 Gozen Match, 2 Rivalry Warlords, and the 1 Shalem Judgment. For our extra deck, we're running 1 F-Zero Utopic Future, 1 F-Zero Utopic Future Dragon, 1 Silent Autarch, 1 Baguska, 3 each of Carrier Suship, Dreadnought Suship, and Super Dreadnought Suship, 1 AA Zeus, and an optional Chimeratech Fortress Dragon because I have a morbid fear of Cyber Dragons. And so our side deck is just additional things you can throw into this deck. You know, we got Mass Chameleon, can revive your Rice Suship, as well as who's the other Zero Defense one? It can revive Rice Suship if you need it. It's an emergency rank 4 if you need it. You got some Ash Blossoms if you want to stop your opponent. If you want to replace the Chimeratech, go for another AA Zeus. You got your Foolish Bear of Goods if you want to just dump sushi rolls. You got your Pot of Prosperity if you want some more drawing and searching. And a spicy tech you can consider is Xyz Import, because it lets you steal your opponent's monsters. It's totally optional though. Regardless, let's go ahead and go to EDoPro and show off this deck. Have ourselves a good time showing off the cards, the combos, the works. Alrighty, on our first opponent. You want to try and go first with this variation of Suships. You know, we are trying to stun to a degree, so we are going to try and go first. There you go. And let's see what we have. Well, we got Gojo. Okay, this is actually not the worst opening hand. It'll work. So what we're going to do is activate Suship Galley Kaizen. This is our field spell. Basically, when you normal or special summon a Suship, even during damage stuff, you can place a Suship card on top of your deck. It's a very nice thing. So next, what we're going to go ahead and do is summon out Rescue Rabbit. Because the main focus of Suships is the normie monster, good old Rice Suship. Great lore on this card. If you haven't read this card's lore, you should. It's beautiful. So we're going to summon out 2 of these dudes, and because I used Kaizen, I'm going to go ahead and get another card on top of my deck. So let's go ahead and get Icefish Suship. Yeah. I could play another Rice Ship, but I don't really need to. So we're going to special summon Rose Suship. You can do this because you have Rice Suship. And we're going to make our first rank 4, which is the Dreadnought Suship Row Class First War Dish. They're not warships, they're war dishes. It's funny. It's a funny little... You can tell whoever made up this archetype was just having a lot of fun with it. And I like it that way. So, Row Class, because you use Rice Ship with these Xyz monsters, you get to draw a card. It's nice. So now we're going to special summon Icefish Sushish, whose name I still can't pronounce because it's a bit of a tongue twister to me. And his effect is, once per turn, you can special summon a Urchin or just any of the Suships from your hand. Hello. And then I can place Rice Suships from the deck or the grave on top of my deck. And, well, that doesn't really matter. I'm going to draw a card anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. So what we're going to do here is make our Icefish class auxiliary dish. This is the monster you want to use Icefish with. We're going to go ahead and summon this out. And since we have the field spell and we now have our carrier, we now have protection from destruction effects. I'm also now going to be able to not only draw 1 card, but search either of the spell traps. And I'm going to go ahead and get Sushi Roll Special. This is our search 'em up card. Basically what this does is you pick 3 Suships, your opponent picks one, it goes to your hand, the other goes to the deck. But if you reveal your rice ship, then you get to pick the card. It's very nice. So go ahead and set 2 cards. I could make Utopic Future. Don't need to do that at the moment. That's a thing for later. So let's see here. I already have a rice sushi, so I don't need to change Urchin's level. Urchin's good for when you might want to make the rank 5. He is your way of making the rank 5. But he can also be used to make rank 4s, and when he does use his effect, you can search out a rice Suship. Is a nice thing. The rice ships, I really like them so far. You know, there's still some things with them. Okay, he's playing solo. Alright. Let's go ahead and activate Good Zen Match. Only 1 attribute allowed. We play all Aqua Fire monsters, so this is a good thing. For any deck that uses different attributes, this is a killer. But what was I trying to say? I was trying to say that I think Suship's definitely going to get another wave of support in the future. Because I feel like there's something missing from... It's basically... I feel like they still are lacking in the win condition department. Because Suships are good for, like, battling. But that's about it. And they do need some help. I mean, the field spell gives them a slight boost. It is a very slight boost. But they could definitely use just a wee bit more. Just a little bit more. But for now, they're all right so far. They're good for now. So what is that, Nastin? All right, Nastin. Discard 2 Darklords. Summon a discard from the hand. Okay. And you get a ditch. Let's see. That's the thing that pops. Okay, I'm good with the trap card. The trap card, I'm good with. The fact that this thing can beat over me, I'm not as good with. Oh, and he's going after that. Alright. Activate Sushi Roll Special. And I'm going to reveal the rice Suship in my hand. So now what this is going to do, as I say, I'm going to reveal the Suship. And then I get to take 3 Suships. And I get to do the thing I like to do. Let's see here. Yeah, this will be fun. You see, if he destroys one of my carriers, either my carrier or my Rose battleship, I can use my Role's other effect to recover my cards and draw a card. Knowing that that is the case, who do I want to do? I kind of want to get another Urchin. And yeah, like I said, I get to pick. So I'm going to get another Urchin. That way I can make my rank 5 and I can beat over Nastin. The thing I do need to worry about, though, is, like, I kind of need to keep Auxiliary Dish for my defense so I can protect myself from the Rebellion. Which is a bit of a tricky wicket. But my field spell goes off. My opponent has to pay life points equal to my defense. And I do have the option of doing this. I can summon out a rice Suship from my hand. And then use that as Xyz material for any monster I desire. I can make another carrier, and draw another card, and also place a card on top of my deck, which will allow me to place on top of my deck. Yep. So I'll go ahead and put Ice Fish, whose name I still can't pronounce, and I'll get to draw him. Sweet. So yeah, basically, he pays life points whenever he destroys my monster. So if I happen to have the the Rice Boy, then I can Exceed Summon. It's very cool. And yeah, he's going to try and blow up my stuff. But luckily, I cannot be destroyed. He can destroy that, though. He can get rid of the Gozen match, which will affect this in some way, but... yeah, no. It's not that bad. Condemn the Darklord. Trickster Livestream. Okay, so this is some sort of light, dark, fairy shenanigans. And yeah, he has Itchel, which is never good, because that's 2 free draws for him. And has he normal? I think he normal summoned. Yes. He did normal summon. So, that's the thing. Let's see here. Ooh, Skullmeister will be good. That'll be good for later. Let's see, how many Suships are in the grave? Plenty. Let's activate our roll special. I'm gonna go ahead and get back. I'm good on that. I kind of want more monsters. I want more main deck things. I kind of want to get my Sushi Boy back. Ooh, Painful Decision. That is a brick right now. You go through the normies really quick in this. I kind of wish the Suships were more open to using things that were not the rice one, because that would make them a little bit better in the future. That would make them a lot better. But what can do? So let's go ahead and special summon Ice Fish. I can do this because I have the Xyz on the field, and my opponent immediately surrenders. Unfortunate. I was just about to do the thing. I was gonna put my dude on top of my deck. Not that I would have been able to draw him right this minute, but I was gonna make the rank 5. He's really, really big, and I was gonna run this guy over, and he was gonna take a lot of damage. So that's the idea of Suships in general. You're just trying to go from one Xyz to another. Making one at a time is pretty damn simple, you know. Making on 3 in 1 turn really hard, but making 1 is easy. Making 2 just takes a little bit of setup. So that's Suships in a nutshell. Let's go for Duel 2. Just show Suships up against different sort of matchups and see if I can get a F-Zero, things like that. Let's go for Duel number 2. Alrighty, second opponent. I've switched rooms on y'all. Keep you on your toes. You never know. So let's go ahead and attempt to go fast, as we like to do. We're gonna make go set. And I have a good hand for going first too. I gotta, depending on what this is, obviously, but I've got rivalry and goes and match at the same time. Okay, well if he's playing Gishkis, then this wouldn't have mattered too much. I mean, a little bit, but not a lot, because he's mostly just playing Gust Kraken. Good old Gust Kraken, and yeah, he's pretty much just trying to loop my hand, I believe. That's pretty much what Gishkis do nowadays. I mean, they can do other stuff, just not as well, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just not as well. Just not as well. I remember last time I played Gishkis, it had Gishki Gust Kraken, and it also had Zeo Gigas. It did a little bit of both. Alright, well, the monster is sadly a little larger. Luckily, he is playing level 4 monsters. So, neato for me, I can steal your stuff. Ha-cha. Alright, well, at the very least, I can do something. Let's see here. Silent Honor Arc for the fancy tech card. Just go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and attach 2 materials. Steal that. If I can. I don't know, this might be a solemn of some form. No, it isn't. Okay, good. Alright, that'll work. See, this is why you play the 1 copy of Silent Honor Arc for troublesome monsters like that. You need to just steal them. Your opponent... Yeah, see, he needs to loop the Gust Kraken to do his thing. But I have his Gust Kraken, so he doesn't get to do that anymore. Alright, so let's go ahead and set everything. I don't think rivalry or goes and match are going to help in this situation, because he's all water. And, well, the rivalry might help a little bit, but it won't help very much. Not as much, because his monsters have different types, yes. Or at least a little, like, Gust Kraken is Aqua, and his other dudes are something else. Oh, and my opponent... Did he surrender, or am I miss... Okay, maybe he didn't. That was weird. I thought it said that he surrendered for a second. Oh, I just summoned that a little too quick, but it's okay. It's okay, because you can pick 3 monsters of the same type, and it doesn't matter. So what we're going to go ahead and do, row, fight the power. Pick 3 row fish. He has to pick a row fish. I could have also gone for ice ship, but this will work just fine. I'd rather do lots of battle damage. And the row ship, the dreadnought, he's the battle damage one. So let's go ahead, Hachamba, special summon row ship. We'll go ahead and activate our effect just because. Don't need to use the effect, we'll do it anyway. He's got something. I'm very curious as to what exactly he has. Because if this is Gishki, what could this be? Whether this is a battle trap? No, it's not a battle trap. It's some kind of negation. He just has chosen not to negate with it. So we'll summon out good old Dreadnought Suship Row class First Wardish. Draw a card, and this guy can attack twice during each battle phase now. Because you use Row Ship. And that's the ultimate thing with the Dreadnoughts. You know, you have to have monsters that are the same monsters. Okay, now he surrenders. Okay. Okay, so we beat up Gishki. Granted, That was Gishki when you don't do the... Gishkis, they like to do that little loop of theirs and hand loop you. That was what happens when Suships... Or not Suships. That's what happens when Gishkis do not hand loop. So, I'm going to call that a win still, because I was able to steal his monster, prevent the looping. He probably could have looped a few more times if I hadn't stolen his monster. But I'm going to call that as a win. Let's go ahead for duel number 3. And we've done pretty much everything, except for, like, F0, pretty much. So, let's just go for duel 3 and see what happens. Alrighty, our third opponent up against Copter. Isn't that like an old Transformer or something? I don't remember. Anyway, opening hand is... It's okay. It's not like great or anything, but it's... You know, if Rescue Rabbit works, it's good. Good little Rescue Rabbit. He's very good for this deck, just summoning out 2 of your boats. Summon that boat, or summon that other boat. And then special summon the 3rd boat. And I should be able to make like a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Sushi boats. Indeed. That's what I like about Suships, is there's just a weird concept for artwork. Just like boats made, why is it, no, why are they? I have no idea. I guess it's because they're boats on the water? Or something? I have no idea. Regardless, oh, wait, hold on. Did I use this effect? No, I have not. Some sort of no, they're sushi. Not chili. Sushi. Alright, let's go ahead and make Row, fight the power. And summon out our Wardish and draw us a card. Alright, Meister will be good for later. Let's go ahead and make the Auxiliary Boy just to get another draw. Because obviously we like to draw a lot of cards with our Suships. And that would have been good earlier, but not good now. So we'll end our turn for now. And you know, I probably could have made F0 there just to show off F0, but I really don't need it. Shite. That's what do you call them? That's rockets. Unfortunately, they are all one attribute, the rockets. So, bit of a problem child for us. Bit of a problem child. Because, what is he doing now? Yeah, unfortunately, because he's all dark, therefore we can't really do the things we want to do. Like, it would be one thing if his deck did anything else, but his deck is like 90% dark. So I don't see goes in. If I had both of my cards, maybe I could do something, but I don't know. This might be a little... Oh, actually, if he summons Wyver Buster, I could do something. If he summons Wyver Buster... Okay, no, let's summon that first. You know what? We're going to go ahead and play Gozen Match. This way, yes, he'll get the Darks out, but then he won't be able to bring out Wyver Buster. Yeah, now we only have one attribute. So he's going to have to play exclusively the Dark Boys. No Wyver Buster for him. Granted, I'm sure he has some sort of, like, workaround, and he's got that thing. Luckily, I've got Skullmeister to stop graveyard effects. So no Absrout or Dragon for you. There should be no Absrout. What does this even do again? He just summons it from the grave. Oh. That guy's big. That guy is large, and without my field spell, I cannot get around a creature like that. I kind of need my field spell to kill something of that magnitude, because Suships are big, but that's a lot larger. That's a lot larger than what we have. Alright. Orchist now. Make... Oh, it's Abyss. Ah, that's not good. That is not good. See, this is unfortunate. This guy's... I want to say this is a meta deck, but this is like Dragon Link or something, so it's kind of a meta deck. And the thing is, we're trying to lock our opponent out of stuff, and we have no way of outing this. He has Arcfiend Abyss that could just straight up negate my cards. So, well, Oh, yeah, because he could bring out a tuner in the grave. Yeah. Ouchie. Yeah, I think I might be dead. I'm going to go off on a limb and say I'm probably dead, because this is Dragon Link, and Suships, cool as they are, they don't really stand a chance against Dragon Link. Even though I think this is more like a straight-up rocket deck than Dragon Link, but it's close. Alright, let's see here. Activate. Get rid of goes and match. Attempt to draw more cards. We'll see. Okay, he allowed us to draw more cards. And I just remembered I'm out of monsters. Okay, I'm pretty much dead here. So, we're pretty much dead because I used up all my rice Suships. And he has a monster that has an Omni Negation. And a big beat stick. And who else knows what up. So, I'm going to go ahead and just skip into the 4th duel. And we'll try to pick ourselves up from there. Alrighty, our 4th and final opponent of the day. Yeah, that Dragon Link I kind of kicked my butt. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Like I said, this deck is very casual. I didn't actually say that, but I implied it. Basically, you can't do much against the meta with this deck. You can try on occasion, it'll work. But against a deck like that with all darks and all mostly the same types, it doesn't work. It sadly does not work, but you try. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's see, special summon, and then hopefully get more stuff. No, no, and no. See, like I said, Ship really should have worked on all Suships. I'm just saying that would have been a lot better. It would have been very helpful to them. You know, it's not like it's not like one of these boats is super broken or anything. Come on, Konami, you can do better than that. Let's see. I still have my normal summon. I do have my normal summon, but doing that wouldn't actually help me in any sort of meaningful way. So I'm going to go ahead and end my turn for now. Because summoning another boat with these two would not actually help me in any sort of way. It just would not help. Because you need to have rice to have them have their effect. Like, I could summon the big boss monster. I suppose that would have been at least something, but it really isn't that important. Activate rivalry, because I believe, yeah. Traptrix are like half insect, half plants. So this will mess them up a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I do need to play Traptrix again. I was asked by a fan to play Traptrix again, and I've got to do that, but I have a bunch of other decks to do first. But yeah, that's something I definitely have to look into. Is Sarah a plant? I think it is. Oh. He can't make Sarah. Oh, no. Without Sarah, he has very little to do in the first turn. Because Traptrix kind of... Well, they don't really... I want to say they don't need Sarah, but they kind of do at the same time. So it's a thing. Yeah, also because I played this, he will not be able to make too many Exceeds. Not very easily, at the very least, because, oh, well, what is the typing of all the Traptrix Exceeds monsters? I know one of them's a plant. I think they're both plants. I don't remember. I do not remember. But regardless of that, now we have an established monster that can attack twice. So unless he's playing battle traps, we should be good. We should be A-okay. It really just depends on exactly what our opponent is playing. And I can't summon my rabbit, but that's fine. Activate Sushi Roll Special. We will attempt to search a card. And, you know, I'm going to pick my boats. I seriously doubt he'll pick the boat, but we're going to also pick our ice fish. Because that'll let me do some stuff, too. He doesn't know this. He doesn't know that I can do stuff with the ice fish. So I'm actually kind of hoping he picks ice fish. But I can work off either way. Okay, he will give me the rice ship. Understandable. Ice fish is terrifying card. So let's go ahead and activate our Urchin Suship. Revealing Rice Suship. It did. Now we're going to go ahead and special summon this. And then I get to special summon the Rice Boy because I revealed him. We're going to go ahead. Let's see. That'll make a rank 5. I have it normal summoned. Okay, so what we're going to do. Activate Urchin Suship. Target Rice Suship. We're going to make him level 5. This will let us make our big boss monster. And it'll add our last Suship. That's what we like to do. Alright, so we'll normal summon this boy. And special summon this boy. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is make our boss monster. The Super Dreadnought Suship Urchin Class 2nd Wardship. Which might be one of the longest card names in the game. It might be the longest card. It might even be giving, like, Libe a run for his money. I was going to say her, it's a him. Regardless, I get to draw my card. And I can negate... Well, once per turn during my phase, or his battle phase, I can negate monsters' effects equal to the number of my extra deck monsters. It's pretty nice. And let's go ahead and activate field spell. Just because we can. No. And we're going to go ahead and make our auxiliary boy. Even though he will only get one of his effects, he'll give us that protection thanks to the field spell. So I'll go ahead and activate boat. And activate field spell. That way field spell will put card on top of deck and then I can draw said card. So we're going to put ice fish on top for later. And then draw it. Ha-cha. And I could special summon this, but as you can see, he only has 200 attack points. I say he, even though I should be saying it, but whatever. Not important. What is important is fire all the guns. Just fire every gun we have. Traptrix. I see. The ultimate Traptrix track card. Okay, that could be a problem depending on exactly what he's trying to set up. Quaking Mirror Force, I see. I mean, that won't stop that first battle, that's the thing. And because I did damage, I can straight up destroy Quaking Mirror Force. Oh, you poor boy. Good effort. A+ effort. That would have screwed me over major. But you're clearly below my... I mean, I'm the Rear Admiral, you're the Major, and my Suships completely annihilated your face, so... We'll say, you know, like I said, certain decks get really messed up by rivalry. You know, he couldn't go for his Sarah, he only had the one trap card, so, there you go. We beat up Traptrix, so... You know, that's pretty much going to be it for today, you know, because that's all we're going to do. We're just going to summon the boat, summon the boat, summon the boat. So, let's go for the end screen. We'll talk more about the deck. Alright, everybody. Suships went 3-1. A little better than I thought. I think 2-2 would have been about where they go, because this is a very casual-minded deck. If you take this, like you saw against the Dragon Link guy, you take this against the meta, they're going to break your legs. They're going to break your legs and laugh at you. Okay, but again, in a casual setting, Suships do just fine, you know. A little bit more support, and I think that they can stand a little bit better chance against the meta, but not a lot. They do rely a little bit on just floodgating a little bit of soft floodgating to just mess up the opponent just a little bit. But you know what? I like Suships. I love the idea of just like a bunch of boats made out of straight up sushi, just straight up sushi boats. It's cool. It's cool. I'd love some more boats too. Like, we have two battleships. We have, let's say this is the cruiser. This is the regular battleship, and this is the carrier. We need a destroyer and a patrol. We need a destroyer, a patrol boat, stuff like that. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Smash the like button if you did enjoy it. Consider subscribing and all that good stuff. And next time, we're looking at volcanics. And that ought to be a trip. So your boy Memphis is signing out for now. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Keep on dueling, people. Keep on dueling.